The Grand Tetons are more than just the austere mountains. Come with us as we explore during the shoulder season and are wowed by the wildlife in the park. Dylan and I spent the last month in California and finally started making our way up north towards Alaska and through some beautiful places like Idaho and Montana. This weekend, we decided to go back to one of our favorite parks on our way up north, which is Grand Teton National Park. Last summer, we visited this park and caravanned with Dylan family, and the memories we made there were absolutely incredible. We went to the Tetons this time without any real plan. We knew it was the shoulder season because it was mid-May, so we thought we would just get there and then decide as we go what to do and what to see. And wow, it ended up being amazing. This weekend, Dylan and I are back in one of our favorite places of all time, the Grand Tetons. It is the shoulder season. It's May, so there's not a lot of free camping. We did have to drive a little bit out of the park to one of the old pullouts that we've been to before, but we saw an amazing sunset, 3 moose on the way, hundreds and hundreds of elk, pronghorns, deer. We're really excited to get out and exploring. We got up early to catch the sunrise and it was beautiful, but then the clouds rolled in and it was really cold. It's like 32 degrees out right now and it's May. So Dylan's making coffee and we are gonna work from Schwabacher Landing, which is one of the viewpoints in the park, which is where we watch the sunrise, and it's beautiful. I'll show you our view from the van. We saw a bald eagle. We heard lots of bird noises. It was just really peaceful way to start our morning. And we've got 2 more sunrises hopefully to see this weekend. Oh, what's up? Not much. Just enjoying the view. Let's see. This view brought to you by Starlink. I mean, not really. It's not sponsored, but without Starlink, we would not be working here. Last time we were at Jenny Lake, we were taking a shuttle across it. It was not frozen, and we even jumped in after our long hike all the way over there in the mountains. We made it back to the camp spot that we went to last year. It's like this big gravel lot, but you can see the Tetons from here. It's gorgeous. There's lots of other campers here. The beautiful spot up the mountain seems to be closed. I don't know if it's closed for the year or if it's closed just because there's snow. I hope it's just because there's snow and people have been taking care of it, because that spot is amazing. But this spot is also great. We're gonna have an early dinner and then we're gonna go out again, even though we're at the camp spot, to try and see if we can see moose and sunset. Dylan just reminded me it's not really that early for dinner. It's 6 o'clock, but sunset is 8:37 or something like that. So basically 9 p.m. Currently smells like smoke in here because I'm an idiot and accidentally put our plastic cutting board really close to the flame and we caught fire a little bit. But luckily there's no fire anymore. Dylan stomped it out. The plastic is gone from the oven and I'll show you the aftermath. The soup looks really good, but it almost caused a fire, so. We made dinner at the nice spot, camp spot, but now we're actually not staying there. We're gonna go try to find some moose because we've still got a couple hours, and we're gonna go watch the sunset at a different sunset spot. And then tomorrow, we will come back here and stay the night. Tonight we'll probably just go to our pullout spot because it's closer to the hike we want to do tomorrow morning. We got to get up early for that. We just saw yet another moose down by the river, like a van down by the river. Look at that. It's so wonderful here. I'll never get over it. Dylan's still trying to see if he can spot it. Wait for it, wait for it. A moose. Before this weekend, I had probably only seen a handful of moose in my entire life. And now I was seeing moose in one of the most beautiful destinations in the whole entire US. They were all over. It was just crazy how close we could get and see them in their natural habitats. These mountains are truly mesmerizing, and Dylan and I were just falling more and more in love with this park. The skies at sunset and sunrise are some of the most wonderful skies, vibrant colors that I've ever seen, and I just know that this park will always hold a very special place in both Dylan and my heart. We're up again for sunrise. There's not much of a sunrise. We're mostly up because we're gonna go do the only hike that they said is possible, but it's supposed to be snowy, so we'll see how it goes. Sunrise, it's always beautiful here, but the sunrise isn't as spectacular as I've seen on other days. We did the Bradley and Taggart Lake Trail in summer, and we went into the water in just one of the lakes. This time I don't think we'll be ending up in any water, and I think we'll just make it to one based on snow, so let's see how it goes. Time to put my spikes on. Dylan's still gonna tough it out, but I trust myself more with spikes on. Okay, as I was going to put my spikes on, we saw a moose. There's a moose up there. Oh my gosh. Dylan and I were truly shocked by this moose sighting, and we just couldn't help but take out our binoculars and our telephoto lens and stand there for literally 15 to 20 minutes just watching him in his natural space, eating the grass, looking around, and doing the classic moose things. Last time we were here, we were swimming. Not quite swimming weather right now. How was your moose experience? Tell us more.
We were casually just stopping for a second on the trail, and we saw the moose up in the trees grubbing. He was itching his neck on a branch, which looked very satisfying for him. And then when he went to the lake, some people that we saw on the way back, he was sitting right next to it. Right next to the trail.
That was the coolest experience. Just the Tetons is solidifying its place in our hearts as number one. We just love it here. We just left the hike, and some people here said they've seen a grizzly with cubs. So there's a bunch of people trying to look for it. I don't think anyone can see it right now, but might as well try. Sorry for the shaky footage, as these bears were super far away and we didn't have our tripod with us. But it was just incredible watching these huge grizzlies playing with each other out in the wild. Okay, we just had another really exciting sighting. Dylan, tell us about it.
So there's a famous bear that we learned about, grizzly 399. It's like one of the oldest grizzlies in North America, I think they said. She had a daughter, grizzly 610, and like a year or year and a half ago, grizzly 610 had 3 cubs. We just saw grizzly 610 and the 3 cubs. And there's some elk over there.
So, we're gonna go see if we can find any more moose because we love moose. But otherwise, we're gonna go to town and take a break, do a little shopping, maybe get a little food. Despite the fact that we have food, we're kind of craving something. Okay, we just saw a moose over there, and now there's a moose right there in the brush. Okay, we've had another wildlife spotting on the side of the road. Notice the blinkers are on. And we can't tell if it's a coyote or a wolf. I think it's probably a coyote. I don't know. It's really hidden, so Dylan's getting footage of it from the roof. It's on the move. Alright, we're reviewing the footage and we think it's either a fox or a coyote. Not a wolf. For sure not a wolf.
That's too small.
But pretty cool. We're exhausted. We just pulled up to our campsite. Hydration. We just pulled up to our campsite. It's the same one we love that we came back to from yesterday. And we're just gonna chill for the night because we woke up early both mornings. It's only 3:30, but we're just gonna watch the sunset from here and hang and relax. We're feeling tired and lazy after a long day, so we're gonna watch a movie. Last sunrise, we got up. There's already some elk out and about. We just saw a fantastic sunrise at Oxbow Bend. This summer when we were here, we also saw a fantastic sunrise at Oxbow Bend. It's just beautiful, peaceful, and the light reflecting off the water is magic. We didn't see a moose this morning. We probably won't see a moose before we leave because our plan is to head to Yellowstone now. But I was getting super cold. My hands are frozen, but so worth it. Grand Tetons is like, it's just so majestic. It's hard to explain. I mean, you can see the pictures. They're majestic, but getting here in person is even crazier. It just the mountains feel so grand. That's why they're called the Grand Tetons. Last moments in our favorite park before we say goodbye.
After this weekend, I'm pretty sure that Grand Tetons National Park has solidified itself as number one in both Dylan and my heart in the entire U.S. It just feels like kind of a third home for us, somewhere we feel at peace, somewhere we feel in complete awe, and somewhere that we know we will return back to many times. I hope you enjoyed watching our weekend, and make sure to follow along and subscribe as we make our way all the way up to Alaska for some epic adventures.